I'm Kate Joel, and this is Comic Smack, your weekly, daily, all the time, anytime comic show where I give you your fix of everything you need to know from the world of comic books and superheroes. And on today's show, we're going to be taking a closer look at Civil War 2, issue number 0, the kickoff to the big new summer event from Marvel Comics that is in no way only here to cash in on the success of the movie with a very similar title. Let's hop on in and find out what happens next, shall we?
So, as the comic opens, we check on in with Jen Walters, aka She-Hulk, who is currently in court right now defending none other than Jonathan Powers, aka lame D-list Daredevil villain The Jester. You know The Jester, right? He does everything the Joker does, only he's not nearly as iconic. It would seem Powers got himself stuck up in some manner of sting operation while talking shop with some other villains, and because of that, he got arrested. Jen argues that you can't find a man guilty for talking and thinking, right? I mean, isn't that against the entire American justice system as it stands? Even if the guy is a lame D-list villain and probably deserves to get locked up anyway. From there, we transition on over to Rhodey War Machine, who is in the process of putting down a rebel uprising in Latveria. Latveria, of course, being in a state of much political unrest following the end of Secret Wars and Dr. Doom having a major change of heart. Rhodes does so well, in fact, he soon catches the eye of President not Obama. I say President not Obama because his face is cast in shadow, but it's so obvious who it is. How happy is the Commander-in-Chief? Well, he actually wants to give War Machine a heck of a promotion. He wants him to become the new Secretary of State. He wants the War Machine to be a shining example of what his administration can do. Hey, wait a second. Didn't we do something very similar to this when Rhodey became the Iron Patriot not too long ago? Oh, we're just gonna sweep all that under the rug, huh? Okay. What's crazy is that President not Obama doesn't want Rhodey to stop at just being Secretary of Defense. Oh no. He wants him to set his sights even higher, to become the first superhero president. He says it's only a matter of time until someone in a cape and cowl ends up running for office, winning, and if that's going to be the case, he would much rather have it be someone like Rhodey who has bled in the trenches and knows the cost of keeping the peace than, say, a rich blowhard like Tony Stark. Rich blowhard like Tony Stark, methinks that there's some stuff being pulled from the headlines here for this issue. Now from there we cut on over to Ulysses. Yes, that is actually his real name. You'll remember him as the Inhuman we saw in the Free Comic Book Day special, the one whose power is he can see visions of the future. He and a bunch of others on his college campus end up getting smacked right dab in the face with a Terrigen cloud, and because of it end up going into the cocoon. Hey, if your school gets attacked by a Terrigen cloud, does that mean you don't have to hand in your homework the next day? I would like to hope so. Next up on our Civil War road trip, we check on in with Captain Marvel Carol Danvers, who is currently feeling stretched a little thin right now, trying to help run A-Force, trying to help run Alpha Flight, trying to do her own duties as a superhero. It's all very stressful work and she could use someone to talk to. Maybe a famous psychoanalyst, maybe someone like supporting Hulk character Doc Samson, who, yes, is most certainly back to life, no doubt, in the fallout of Secret Wars. They even make a joke about that here in the comic, going, "Hey Doc, weren't you dead?" "Yeah, I was, but I got better." Carol talks about all the hard work she does, but how she feels at the end of the day she's just sort of chasing her own tail over and over again. She only wishes that there was some way to stop problems before they start. A kind of pre-crime, if you would, a sort of Minority Report. Yeah, but I mean, what are the odds of any of that happening, right? It's at that moment Ulysses gets out of the cocoon only to be hit by a media circus, and then after that, hit by a bunch of demons. Of course, are they really there, or is he only imagining them in his future sense? And then he pretty much sees the end of the world, and then that's where the comic ends. Civil War 2, issue number 0, was a much better prologue to this big event than the Free Comic Book Day issue was, and yes, I know how hilarious it sounds for one event to have multiple prologues. This one is definitely chock full of all that classic Bendis witty dialogue that we all enjoy so much. The issue also does a pretty good job setting the stage for a bunch of the individual heroes to explain where they're coming from and where they fall politically. Speaking of politics, I am intrigued by the idea of a superhero president. Then I'm reminded the Ultimate Universe already did that with Ultimate Captain America, and then, well, we all know what happened to the Ultimate Universe. Overall, I found myself liking this first issue, but there's still a long way to go in a lot of places where an event like this could very well fall flat on its face. But until then, I would give this one an 8 out of 10. Hey everyone, thanks so much for watching my newest video. I hope you enjoyed it, and while you're here, why not check out another video I have on offer, or maybe if you're feeling in a supportive mood, you want to like or subscribe. And if you want to support the creation of more videos just like this one, then please by all means check out the Cape Joel Patreon. A little bit goes a very long way, and I will see you all next time.